I guess it's that time of year again. It's been around 6 months, so we decided to rearrange the studio once again. Partly because of a dream I had. I don't know why this stuck out in my dream, but I just specifically remembered having my desk at the window and being able to look outside and see our yard and see our lawn. And that stuck with me over the weekend, so that's why we decided to rearrange it the way it is now. We've got the futon little fake plant there so it can't die. And I can still film my traditional tech video setup, so if I want to, I can still set up the camera where it used to. So if you want the old setup, I still got it. But now, of course, the desk is over by the window, which I'm not going to show the outside of for personal reasons. But I keep the mic in camera over here so that this space is a bit more empty and open so I can walk around when I need to. But whenever I film a video or whatever, that's when I take them out. And I've even started filming some of the Talos of EV videos in this office, which before it took me a while to have to move the camera and the microphone out into the living room every single time, so that got a little bit old. And I also think it's just fun. I used to do it a lot even growing up. I would love to just rearrange my room, just mix things up a bit, see if you can find some types of advantages, like for instance, being able to film over by the window now. I actually get a lot more natural lighting, especially during my live streams, and that means that instead of having one light that I would have ready to take out into the living room when I need to, and one light in here for the tech videos, I can basically just rely on natural light for whenever I'm filming here, and then just have one light for EV. So that meant I got to take one light down, and for one, it saves on just a tiny bit of electricity. I know it doesn't use much power, but I can light my entire live stream just with the sun, and the white desk kind of bounces the light back in my face, so it's kind of bright in that regard. And also, I'm not showing it for my own privacy reasons, but I like being able to see our yard and being able to see trees and some greenery and the lawn I'm mowing every single week. So actually being able to see the outdoors, and there's a cat walking around right now. Can't make that up. Being able to work and also feel like the world is right there is much better than before, which I don't exactly know why, but I always wanted to have my desk in this corner, I guess because there's kind of a power outlet down there, but there's a power outlet over here as well that I can tap into, and I always had my face in this corner stuck at a computer monitor, and now I can actually stick my face in a computer monitor over there, which is kind of cool. And if it's too bright, of course, I can still close the curtains. Doesn't take too much work to just conceal it when I need to. That way you can actually see what the setup currently looks like. And I know this isn't the prettiest setup, but having the camera at a very specific height was important to me for the live stream setups, and it's kind of difficult to find a tripod that hits exactly at the height I want this to be. Right now, just using Mint and Tesla Semi Box seems to be working fine, but most tripods are usually too tall or too short for me, and I need something that's a little bit in the middle. I've looked around online for a while to see if I can find a tripod that kind of fits that description, and I haven't found one that has a ball joint attachment like this one does, because I want to be able to adjust the top camera piece really easily. And there's little tripods that don't really have the ball joint, and also I'm kind of cheap, and I know that people aren't going to be looking at the boxes on my desk very regularly, so it may not look too pretty, but I don't really care. As long as it gets the job done, that's what I'm fine with. I mean, we didn't feel like buying one of those office chair mats that like you put on carpets, so we just used an old rug and an old cardboard box, and that seems to be protecting the carpet pretty well. It looks very ghetto, and it's kind of cheap, but it does work. And most of the little office mats we were looking on Amazon were just too expensive anyway. So that's kind of the same design philosophy I'm taking with the boxes on the desk, and it's not technically finished yet. I mean, there's still a bunch of stuff I have yet to organize. This TV is going away eventually. My parents are going to take it with them when they move up to Washington later in the year. This monitor I do plan on keeping. I'm not exactly sure what for, but I don't want to get rid of it. It's a great panel, and if I end up someday needing an extra monitor, because who knows, maybe that Apple Silicon Mac Mini gets refreshed sooner than we think and it has an M1X chip, or that Apple Silicon Mac Pro comes out and I decide I want to opt for that instead of the iMac. I just want to have an external monitor ready of some kind, and I've got a big box full of old Apple boxes I'm not quite sure what to do with, and old microphone arms we've used on the podcast, old hard drives, old smart bulbs, just a bunch of stuff to go through. But Louise did a very good job helping me move everything around and also vacuum in here, which we had never actually done before, which I know is really bad. We vacuumed the rest of the house, but there's always just so many wires and cables in here that we decided to not take the time to clean it all out and vacuum it. So now that we had the opportunity to take everything out of the office and bring it back in, we actually cleaned it up. So things should be a lot more tidy now, and I haven't had the heart to get rid of the Starlink box yet because it is so beautiful. And I feel like how often am I going to get a package from SpaceX that has SpaceX branding and the Starlink bed? Like, that is so rare, so it's probably not something I can pin up on the wall very easily, but it's something I want to keep in memory. So that is the current state of the office. Hope you guys enjoy a variety of new backgrounds. My goal here is not to get rid of the old backgrounds. I want to be able to still record Evie in the living room if I want to, or still record a tech video standing here with the classic blue light background. But I know some people get bored of the same thing every single day, so I want to mess around with some new angles and some new styles and make it feel like it's not the exact same video being posted every single day. It's just the exact same ginger talking every day. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.